Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the JE studio on the expansive first floor of the Winners and Winers Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep-3. As always, if you would be so kind, if you're digging what we're doing here on the video, please give us the old thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you're having a little fun enjoying the videos, maybe even making a little bit of money, we'd sure appreciate the subscription, please, and thank you. And of course, let us know what you're playing in the comment section. What are you on today? You got some NBA plays there on opening night. What do you think about the World Series? Maybe you're tailing the Deep-3 or fading the Deep-3. Maybe you got something cooked up from the soccer pitch across the yard, across the ocean rather. Whatever it is, put it in the comment section. You get it right, we'll give you the shout out. And if you give enough of them right, just like JE, you will be our capper of the day. All right. So, of course, don't forget the reason we're all here. Check out winnersandwhiners.com and statsalt.com. Deep dives into every game going on in America every single day. If you can bet on it, you can bet we're writing about it over at winnersandwhiners.com. And, of course, check out pointsbet.com for all of our friends in New Jersey and Iowa. Quite simply, the best place to make a bet in those two states. All right. So, quick recap of yesterday's action. We went heavy on the NFL game as we had the New York Jets and the New England Patriots under. The only question there was how many points did Tom Brady want to score? My goodness, that Jets team is dreadful. You know, people in Dallas have to be shaking their head and going, "How in the hell did that team come down here and beat us?" Here's the answer to that question. New England's a lot better than that shit team they got down there in Dallas. Sorry. My apologies. Who doesn't love the Cowboys? And that's and the Cowboys look great. They're another psycho team. That whole East Division is psychotic, except for the Washington Redskins, who pretty much suck every week. But yeah, the Dallas Cowboys lose to the Jets one week and then come back and look like world beaters against Philly last night. So, I don't know. So anyway. But we don't have to worry about that. We're going to take a look at baseball tonight. And on the we did have Sam Darnold under, whatever it was, 100 yards pass. We had him under 220 and a half, and I know that number even went up, and that was never even threatened that one unless you count yards that he threw before he got intercepted. We had Jamison Crowder over whatever it was, something that he didn't even come close to getting, somewhere in the 30s, I think. I thought they'd have Anderson covered up better than they did. The bottom line is Darnold just didn't complete passes to anybody. I think he was in the high 60s, low 70s last time I looked, if I'm not mistaken. So, and he didn't get much in garbage time there. So that was an ugly game to take any Jets players positive props. All right. So anyway, we go 2-1 there. We go 1-0 on the premium side. We had New England to cover the 9.5, and after that was the first quarter, we pretty much got to turn that game off. So let's take a look at tonight's plays, shall we? Maybe you've heard it's the World Series. That's going to be pretty cool. Washington Nationals travel down here to Houston, take on the Astros. Mighty Max Scherzer from the University of Missouri gets the start for the Nationals against Garrett Cole for the Houston Astros. The Nats right here are the underdog, catching plus 160. And no, I got to tell you, I don't love the idea of fading Garrett Cole. I'll tell you what I do like, though. I like getting Mad Max at better than 3-2. This is more than just throwing a dart, however. Houston, well, they've been struggling a little bit on the offensive side, even though they've done well against the Yankees and did take care of Tampa Bay. But they've hit just 177. They average 3.6 runs per game against the Yanks. They've averaged just 3.7 in the entire postseason. So they're not exactly hitting the cover off the ball. Meanwhile, the Nats, you know what? They've faced a lot of good pitching already so far in this postseason. They've beaten Kershaw. They've beaten Buehler. They beat Woodruff for Milwaukee. And they beat Jack Flaherty, probably the best pitcher in the second half of the National League. And they hung an 8 in that game. So they put up 19 runs against Kershaw, Buehler, and Flaherty. That's pretty damn impressive. And they put up 4 against Woodruff, so 23 runs against those 4 pitchers. They've averaged 4.4 runs per game in the postseason overall. Now, Cole's been very good. Make no mistake. We're not going to shortchange him one single bit, but he's been a little wild in the playoffs so far, including giving up 5 walks in his last start in just 7 innings, and he's given up 8 walks overall in 22. The Nats playing well on the road this postseason. They are 5-1 away from Nationals Park. I like the Nats right here, guys. We're going to take a shot at this. We're going to fade Garrett Cole. You know what? Stranger things have happened. Strange things always happen in the playoffs and the World Series. A lot of times, it's about the hottest team. And while the Astros have certainly played well, you could certainly make the case that the Nationals are the hottest team. Give me the Nats plus 160. And keeping with the theme, we're going to play the over 6.5. It's kind of a counterintuitive play, and it's also kind of a hunch. So red light graphics, hunch alert. Yes, both of these pitchers are very good at throwing a baseball and not letting people hit it. But like we said, strange things happen on the biggest stage. Cole has never appeared in the World Series, and the last Washington pitcher to start a World Series game was General Crowder in 1933. Yes, I looked it up. I believe that was also Fernando Rodney's rookie season. So, yeah, he's old. The Nats, they're hitting well. They hit 274 against Houston, like we talked about. Against St. Louis. And Houston, although they're struggling, they do have a bunch of guys that can swing the bat and they can put one up and over the fence and onto the train tracks at any given time. Give me the Nats Astros over the 6.5. And we're going to take a play in the NBA. It's opening night, everybody. And we're going to take a very light play to start the season. So beware here, guys. We have there's, other than the fact that it exists, there's really no reason to handicap this game because more than usual, you're just throwing a dart on opening night as you see how these guys are going to gel. But we're looking at the Pelicans and the Raptors. Raptors 6.5-point home favorite there. New Orleans is young, and I think it's going to take them a little while to figure out everybody's adjusted role now that Zion's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. I do like their backcourt quite a bit. Lonzo can certainly play a little defense, which is what this team needs. They were dreadful last season, but he still hasn't showed the ability on the offensive side of the ball to match his defense just yet. Siakam should slide into his expanded role fairly well. Just signed his big extension yesterday. And Marc Gasol is going to have to be a bit more of a scorer than he was last season. He was more of the assist guy last year. He's going to have to take a little bit stronger role and become more of a scorer. I don't think that's going to be a problem for him. It is a role that he's been comfortable with in the past. I think that Anunoby has a bounce back season. He had a really nice rookie year. Struggled a little bit last year. Had some injuries. Just started 6 games, but I think he's going to look after a good off season of conditioning. He's looked good in preseason. I think he's going to bounce back and be closer to what he was during his rookie year. I've always been a fan of Deadeye Fred VanVleet. Coming off the bench, a Wichita State guy. We're going to see him play a lot in college, and he shoots absolutely lights out from beyond the arc, including shooting almost 50% on his corner threes. Give me the Toronto Raptors. The crowd's going to be fired up. I think they're getting their rings tomorrow night, and the crowd is going to be hanging from the rafters just like that championship banner. Give me the Raptors minus 6.5. Give me the Nats Astros over 6.5. And with those Washington Nationals plus 160. The end of these 3 games, you guys can join me. We will pick up our winning tickets, and we will head back to the window. All right, everybody. Quick look at the premium plays here. By the way, we did have on our standalone video for this game, we did have the team total under 17 for the Jets. A pick that somebody bitched about over on the video. Like, we want totals and we want sides. Nobody plays the team total. Well, you know what? You should. All I'm doing is giving you stuff to make money. Sorry it ain't making money the way you wanted to make money. Should have watched the Deep-3 if you wanted to play the total. If you wanted to see the side, maybe you should have joined the premium. Just saying. We do change it up, but yeah, we had the team total over there. So anyway, we go 3-0 in the NFL on tonight's game, so we'll take that. All right, guys. That brings our record for the month 19-20. Football still doing very well there, 50-37-1, 57.5%. So if you want to get down on the premium plays, just follow that link right there. We'd be happy to get you fired up. We were right at, I think we ended up the season like 59.2% on the NBA last year. We were over 60% for almost the majority of the season. Cooled off just a little bit as the playoffs approached, but we did very well in the NBA. So, yeah, now's a good time to get signed up with premium plays if you like playing a little basketball. And honestly, on the premium side, we're not doing a ton of basketball just yet, but we're going to be transitioning in here, especially during the week. So, anyway, let's see how you guys did with the shouts. All right, so. Alrighty then. Starting off with Max Luminous, giving us much love and good luck. And man, Max had a couple plays that I really like. He basically had the Patriots to win everywhere from 7 to 12 points, 7 to 18 points, with a couple of nice paydays of 5 to 1, and basically about a 4.6 to 1 there. And of course, the Patriots were just. They were too good, and the Jets were just awful, just too awful. So I like those plays, Max. I think that's a good swing. So yeah, we'll see what happens next time. The legendary King said he had a teaser that was still going, where he had the Ravens and the Saints. Finished it up with the Pats minus 2.5 at a 6-point teaser. You don't want to know, that's plus 165. Nice job, LK. Patient Picker said that no offensive line for Bell, and he misses that Steelers great block, and he did. He almost looked like an NFL running back last night at times. He did okay. He wasn't great, but he did pop a couple nice runs, including one that got called back for a hold. So, yeah, Bell had probably his best game for all the good it did. And then Patient Picker said that our hockey writers are very good over at Winners and Wonders and Stats, which they are. There's a lot of guys that are hockey first cats, and yeah, they love the hockey over there. So definitely check out our NHL if you're a hockey guy or girl, whatever. If you're a hockey person. Justin Allen gave us 3 plays that he had yesterday, told us that he hit, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what? Probably not going to put you in there for the mix for capper of the day, but you know what? You want to post your plays that you hit yesterday? We're on the honor system here. What the hell? You trying to impress somebody in the comments section? I seriously doubt it. So I know there was a couple guys that were salty with Justin for putting in yesterday's plays. I don't care. That's totally fine, man. You want to brag about beating the book? You fucking do it. I don't care if you hit it 3 years ago. If you hit a big parlay or something last year, put it in there. Let us know. Appreciate it, Justin. Keep them coming. All right, buddy. Oh, and by the way, Justin Allen, because he got called out. He said, "I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I give you a free one tonight." He said, "Take the Patriots in the under." Well, nice job, Justin. You just went 2-0 plus 200. Very nicely done. So that one, yeah, we're totally cool. Chris Johnson, he went 2-0. He also had the same play, Pats in the under. We got 2-0 plus 200. Kyle Z, he said, "Come on, man, you got to give me 4-2 with his play of the day." So he would have been plus 350. And I told Kyle in the comment section that I'm nothing but fair. If he hit the next 3, I'd let him have the jersey. So yeah, he had a shot at it. SG13, he had the he said, "I'm weak." He had the Jets over 2.5 touchdowns. I hope that's for this season. Then he said, "Mark Davis has a few lookalikes." Dude, I'd have to see that. I'm telling you right now, if you have not looked up Mark Davis, owner of the Raiders, you are denying yourself a good laugh. Do it. Trust me. Do it. The astute aardvark. Yeah, man, he had some phantom comments, and it's really weird. Like, I can't see his comments from yesterday. C-Dub couldn't see him, but he went over and looked at him, and he found him. So somebody's playing games over there at the YouTube comment section. We're going to have to rattle some cages. The astute aardvark had a very fine day today. He hit the Pats. He hit the Pats under parlay, and he hit Sam Darnold under 229.5 yards. Nice job getting that number. Anywho, that's a clean sweep. That's 2-0 on the straights, 1-0 on the parlay, plus 470 on the day. I smell the astute aardvark coming into town. Chris Temple says the only way to play sports is live in play. Chris, it ain't the only way, but it's certainly a good one. I make probably the majority of my money on live plays. I totally understand that. Everybody keeps saying it's going to be the wave of the future here in America. Over in Europe, over half the action is live, but it hasn't quite caught on yet in the U.S. I'm guessing as mobile betting becomes more of a thing. more people are going to be able to take advantage of it. So, yeah, Chris, I'm with you, brother. Kent P said he was putting him on the wrong video. Yeah, dude, don't put him on those little videos. I'm looking at comments on one video, and this one. So Kent P went out and had a fine day as he went he went 4-1 on the day as he goes. I figured this out wrong. He had the Blues on the money line, which was nice. 325, 445, 545. Minus 111, 545. Oh, yeah, I had it right. Oh, yeah, I just had it right. 4-1. I had 3-1 written down. 4-1 plus 434. So I did have the right total written down. Nice job, Kent Pete. Very nice indeed. 4-1 plus 434. C-Dub had a rough day across the pond, but I know he'll be back because it's soccer and it's kind of his jam. Eric Nesbitt taking a stab with the Jets in the under. He got juiced. Jay Yee, God damn it, Jay. He said he was inspired by me, so he played a bunch of props. And it actually came out okay. He put 6 props down, because I only could count the first 5. But he had Bell under on the rushing. He had Edelman over 6.5 receptions. He had 7. Nice job. I had Sony Michel under 67.5 yards rushing. Yep. And so he goes 3-2 plus 60. And he also had Demaryius Thomas over 36.5. And he had, I think, 42-43. So in his posted picks, he actually went 4-2. But the graded picks, he goes 3-2 plus 60. 2 profitable days in a row, J.E. What the hell is the world coming to, man? Very nicely done. Brian Stevens. Brian missed out on a couple of hockey picks, but he did have the Pats at minus the 9.5. Nice job, Brian. Jay Massages said, "You sound like a Pats fan." No, I hate the Patriots with every fiber of my being. However, I do like money, and when they play, quite often the Patriots have the best chance to put more money in my pocket than I had when I started the day. So my favorite team is the one that I have a bet on. So you can't let your head get involved. You can't let your heart get involved with betting. You can't do it. You got a hometown team. If you can't do it objectively, you need to just probably pass on their games. Tyrese Abdul-Rahim, he had the Pats destroying the Jets by at least 14. Absolutely, and that's just talking about the first quarter. He went 1-0 plus 100. Nice job, Tyrese. Derek Saunders. Derek Saunders had a little bit of hockey, and he had the Jets and he had the Pats and the under on the parlay. It was 1-1 straight, 1-0 on the parlay plus 177. Nice job, Derek. The Mean Green. Man, I hope that wasn't Jets green. He had the Jets plus 10. Hoping that's just a coincidence. He had that. He had a couple of hockey plays. Mean Green, he got juice today. Alan Lai said the Patriots will win and cover. Alan Lai, you were absolutely correct, man. 1-0 plus 100. Way to go. Time Traveler Steve threw out a little parlay. We're out there and started with the Jets. And not tonight, buddy. Kyle Z. All right, so anyway, so he put up his picks. He put up a couple picks. He had the Jets under 16.5 team total. Yeah, I loved that pick. He had a pick a value play on the Avalanche catching plus 110. That did not work out. So he basically got juiced. He also had a 10-point teaser that he gave out last Thursday that started with the Chiefs game under, and he ended up hitting that one. I don't know how many teams you had. So I know that for today's bet you got juiced, but in reality, you made some money with the Patriots coming through there for you. All right, so that leaves our list of positive cappers as follows. J.E. making the list twice in a row, brother. 3-2 plus 60. Tyrese Abdul-Rahim, 1-0 plus 100. Alan Lai, 1-0 plus 100. The legendary King, 1-0 plus 165. Took some very nicely done there. Derek Saunders, he went 1-1 and 1-0 on his parlays, plus 177. Chris Johnson, 2-0 plus 200. Kent P, 3-1 plus 434. And the Grubster, he found some grubs today, everybody. It was a perfect day on the pitch for the one and only Astute Aardvark. He went 2-0 on his straight, 1-0 on his parlay, plus 470 on the day. The Astute Aardvark, you, my friend, are our capper of the day. Congratulations. Very well done. Congratulations to the rest of you. A lot of guys made some money today. So, way to go. And to the rest of you, all right, that week's over. It's to me, the week ends when football's over. Now we fire up the new week. Let's go make some money, all right? But no matter what happens, we'll watch that. We'll watch that World Series game. We'll watch a little basketball, and then we'll meet back here. Yeah, how about same time tomorrow? All right. We'll bitch about our bad beats. We'll brag about those fat stacks that we be having, and because we're degenerates, and then it's going to be hump day. We're going to just load it up, fire it up, and we'll do it all again. All right. You guys take care. Have a great day. Good luck on all of your plays, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.